what's up? Welcome to the video. This is a little bit of a different one, but it required an intro. And I wanted to do I'm burying the lead. I'm just going to put it all out there in the beginning if you want to do this, but you don't want to watch me learning how to do it. So what we're doing is I have this background here, and over the last few weeks, I have been wanting to give my chat the option to change it. So I started using Streamerbot recently, and it has so many things you can do. This is like one of the first things I thought, we need to do this. Once I get important business done, this is the first fun thing. That is what we did on Friday. So there are two things I wanted to do here. I wanted the user be able to change the background, but I didn't want them to waste their channel reward points when I'm not having this background on this just chatting screen. That was pretty important to me. Channel reward points are free, blah, 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 but no one wants to waste them. And also, it's cool to be able to turn on and off things. And I know that in the future, when I create other cool rewards, this is a cool reward. When I create other cool rewards that need to be turned off and on, I'll need to do this anyway. So let's just get that out of the way and get this going. To give you an example, I am going to test this trigger just to show you what we're getting into. And there we go. Now we are in a meth lab. Very cool. So that is what happens when the user redeems the channel reward. That's it. It's just called a channel reward. Now the bulk of this video is me going over learning how to do that, but I did want to show you how I did it at the end. Like, this is just what ends up happening in the background. So you could see it very clearly if you want to redo this. All right, so we ended up creating 4 different things in here, and if there's a better way to do it, and you're watching this and you know there's a better way to do this, you let me know down in the comments, because I don't want this to go on. I don't want this to be too heavy on my system. But either way, first we created the channel background change. So whenever someone redeems this and it's enabled, it is going to run this. There's a lot of disabled things in here, so let's just go over the enabled things. First, we are going to grab the Twitch users information, and then we're going to update our text, which is that box that came up. Then we are going to show that box. Next, this is from a different thing someone else made. What did I search? All right, so I believe it is this one. You could search play random video from folder. Actually, you know what? I'll just put the link in the description here. But it essentially just plays a random file from a folder. I use this on my BRB, my starting soon, and my ending soon screen to just play videos so the viewer does not get bored. But I also have been reusing it a lot for other things, like playing random clips, playing random GIFs. So like if someone follows me, there's going to be a few different GIFs that might play, not always the same one. Either way, for this, that is what I chose. So it's going to choose a random file from this webcam background. Make sure it's random, make sure it doesn't choose the same thing twice in a row. Although it hasn't been choosing them twice in a whole set either, so that's pretty cool. It has a short delay, and then we have a longer delay, so that message is going to show up for 4 seconds, and then it hides the alert. All these things that are disabled, we don't need to worry about those. So that is just changing the background. The other thing that was the most difficult for me was getting the reward to show up when I'm on just chatting and to hide when I'm not on just chatting. The method that I ended up with is right here in my enable disable. What I did was we're going to start with enable disable. The trigger for that is OBS scene changed, yes, or I guess that's enabled. Any scene, any change, any da. And then the sub action, and this is where I got messed up on. I used the wrong variable, I know. When this variable, the scene name, equals just chatting, we are going to run the enable just chatting rewards. If it doesn't equal that, we want to disable the just chatting rewards, and then we have both of these continue on. The idea here is that as I add more rewards or things I need to enable and disable based on the scene, we'll just put those in the sub actions. So the enable and disable should be the exact same, I believe. Under enable, we use the set group enabled state. The group is just chatting, state enabled, and then disable, exact same thing. Just chatting, group, and disabled. What that looks like on the rewards is here. So I have always on is hydrate, posture check, and suggest a poll. And then currently for just chatting, it's only the change background. And then what that looks like in the action queue is like this. So I just opened up Streamerbot, and we're not live right now. So I would show you Twitch, but we're not live. So it ran the enable disable, and then because I went to just chatting, it enabled it. It changed the background for us. And then I moved away from just chatting, and it actually ran the disabled chatting rewards, I guess probably at the exact same time. So that's why it's lower. And then as far as queue, I also have these under system. So this will not get stopped if we have another thing going on. And the thought process behind that is this shouldn't affect any other alert. So just have it run and it's fine. Although I might need to change that with the alert popping up at the corner. I'm realizing that right now as I'm recording. Yeah. I might need to change that right now. What I'll do is I'll change the background, the change background reward. We are going to change that to alerts, and then we will leave the enable disable on system. So this will disappear or reappear regardless of what alerts are going on if I'm changing my scene. But yeah, so that is what I did. Enjoy the rest of the video of me figuring it out, me getting images with my chat. They had some great suggestions, and we ended up with like 6 different backgrounds. So it's going to be pretty fun. It'll be fun to add more later on. Enjoy. Currently, we have... I'm in my office, obviously, with my coworkers. These guys don't take breaks. We're always here. You'll look really closely. You may notice they're on a loop. They do the same thing all day, every day. Is I want to create a bit reward similar to the hydrate and the posture check where you'll be able to change this scene behind me. I think that would be fun and exciting. So we are going to do that today. First, I have to build it, but it shouldn't be that bad. And then, actually first, let's get some ideas flowing. I want at least 3, and we'll say the office is 1. So I need 2. So let me go to google.com. We go live here. What would be fun that would be behind me that we could possibly find as a video or a GIF? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just a still image too. I do have one. I have to hide my screen again. I do have one in my Google Drive. I don't know if I saved it though. But when I was deep in Blender, casting couch, I mean, that would be a good one. Casting couch is, yeah, we'll do the casting couch for sure. Oh, I think I found it. Wasteland images. Oh, this is definitely it. Dark as fuck though. Better than I thought. Let me see. Not like, I should probably show it to you before I say that. God, its quality though sucks. This is what I was looking for. This. There's a dumpster can on fire. It's kind of fun. So I have that. Let's run through some of your ideas here. Let's see. Casting couch. Thank God that didn't show up purple. Oh, thank God that didn't show up purple. That's a good image. That's a good image. I should probably be like super fucking careful right now. Okay. Had to turn that blur on. This, I think, is the best image because it's far away. I wish there was, but my point of view, kind of like where the camera is. Okay, I don't think we're going to get the angle I want. So we will just have to use, I like this one, kind of. I think this is the one. Okay, let's see how this looks. Save image, videos, all clip, webcam background. Okay, casting couch. Okay, casting couch is great. What else did you throw in? Breaking Bad, RV Lab, Batcave, Central Park. What's Central Park Central Perk Couch, but Central Park Couch. I do have a newscaster background. Let me grab that. Oh, here we are. News background red. Okay, that is this. We'll do that. Call this breaking news for now. Let's see what Breaking Bad trailer. Breaking Bad RV. Just search background and see what comes up. I think this is what you're talking about, right? This would be pretty good. Is there a way to get, again, angle? This is great. I think if it's one of those ones where if you know, you know. Let's just do this. We'll do more, but we'll call this just Meth Lab 1. Meth Lab 1. And then maybe we'll have Meth Lab 2. The angle is very important though to create the illusion that we're in somewhere. Let's see, this one's pretty good. It's just, if it was just a little lower, but you know what? It's fine. It's good. Save Meth Lab 2. Okay, what else did you have? I liked weather background. This is like, that's just gonna make me sad when that one comes up. So never mind for that one. How many do we have? Currently, we have 6. That's pretty good for now, actually. For right now, that's good. So what we're going to do then is we are going to create the alert. So let's see. Let's pull out, so for hydrate, and I know that text is going to be tiny as fuck on your screen, but I cannot change that. Okay, so the sub actions is it gets the Twitch target info. Thing is, I don't need it to do like a whole shout out, but yeah, we'll just start with hydrate. Copy hydrate over. Delete this channel reward for now. Let's rename this change background. It's going to be in channel point rewards. Okay, so we want to add the target info from who redeemed. Yes. We don't need, let's see, do we need to alert? Yeah, we can do that. We could change the alert. So we'll do a simple alert and we'll do, let's see. Let's just do username changed the background. Yeah, that test won't work. Okay. And then we're going to make that alert visible. We're going to do the sound. We can do a Twitch message and we will do that. So let me copy the keyword there. Username just changed the background. All right. We do not want to do a voice for this. And actually, yeah, I'm going to just unenable it just in case we want to do the voice in the future. We do need to set the random video file to this folder. The argument source name is, you won't be able to read it, but you couldn't read it before. Okay, so small window. Perfect. Okay, so we're doing the same background source file. So let's go to rename. Okay, there we go. We're gonna copy that, paste it here. All right. Play each file once is true. True. We're gonna execute the code from file. Awesome. Get the source path to a random file. Perfect. Then a small delay. And then it's going to, should already be visible. So I think I can unenable the set visibility, unenable that delay. We don't need to figure out the duration. We don't need to figure out the duration. We don't need to hide it. And then we don't need to hide this either. We're going to change it to 2000 milliseconds. Actually, it will do 4 seconds. That alert will be on the screen. Set argument to the webcam background.
Hey Thekilla564 says you gotta hydrate. Your throat's drier than a desert meme and crispier than a burnt Pop-Tart left in the toaster too long. Chug some water before you turn into a human raisin.
I've been craving weird things that I'm not
normally craving.
Yeah.
And now you crave it.
Like water.
Well, some of it
I'm
could
craving
be
water.
Let's create a test. And I think we just have username to go with. Let's see here. Text is username. Okay, core test username. And we'll say what? Thekilla564. All right, and then let's test it. Nice. Okay. So that kind of worked. One thing we'll need to do here is fix the sizing. Okay, I know how to do that. Let's blah, 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 blah. Let's make this that. That which? Dealing with the pixels. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, is it gonna get messed up when I switch to a large one? It sure is, but I think, yes. Okay, so there's different settings here. Boom. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now got the meth lab. Looks pretty sick. Let's move this large box down below. Ooh, we're getting it working. We're getting it working. Getting it working. Okay, now we will go to Streamerbot again and run another test. Oh boy. Oh boy. Damn it. What did it switch to? What did it switch to? Casting couch JPEG. Well, let's just make sure that this continues to work with everything. I love it. And it is not... Okay. That's awesome. Okay, so we just have to fix casting couch JPEG to match something that's working. Probably a GIF. Okay, so that all is working now. Let's edit this and let's make the sound lower for just right now. Perfect. Damn, does it come up? Do the shades look like that? No, they look better-ish. The shades are rough, but this is a really funny and sad, but funny. It's pretty funny. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, perfect. So now we have our casting couch looking sick. Let's delete this trigger and let's create a new trigger. Channel reward redemption. Let's create a new reward. Let's call it change background. Since they all have exclamation points, we'll do that. Let's do the cost. Since it's not invasive and it doesn't make me do anything, we are going to make this just 100. Prompt will be change the background while I am just chatting. Let's do a global cooldown of 10 minutes. I think that's fine. Okay, perfect. So that's there. We need to do one more thing though. Add, enable, just chatting rewards. I'm gonna do a new group and call it enable/disable. The Q we'll put in system. Okay, so OBS. We're making backgrounds, dude. Give it 1 second. We're making, well, actually you can do it now since we're on just chatting. Go ahead and do the reward for change background. And if it's not there, you might need to refresh. Actually, is this shit still open? I'm wondering if I can do that. Is it there? Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, it should be there. Go ahead and do change. Ooh, there we go, dude. Now we're into Meth Lab. We are in Meth Lab 1.
You watch this video. So let's start with the Streamerbot method. So we're gonna open up Streamerbot, go over to the platforms. In the name of the channel point rewards group, it will toggle all of the rewards in that group in one go. So
that might be a better way to go. That would be actually way better to do because I would like to have more things like this in the future. So we'll just do just chatting for that group. Hydrate and all the other ones can be for everything. So we will name these always on. Maybe that gets changed in the future, but now always on, always on. Okay, so we will do enable rewards. Oh wait, how about this? Enable just chatting, of course. Enable just chatting rewards. Let's delete the original actions. Rename this to enable just chatting rewards. Let's duplicate this to disable chatting rewards. Disabled. Bet that's what he's gonna do next.
but we'll change it. So edit the sub action, and we're gonna change the state to disable. So now we just need a way to trigger our kill switch.
Where is your GitHub, Nutty? Where is your GitHub? Okay, that is it. Okay, copied. Copied.
Into there, and then click on import, and it will import.
That's hilarious.
Action. You'll have to edit these yourself. So
I still feel like I mean, he's using an old Streamerbot, so I'm wondering. Enable, disable. Let's see. Just try this. I'm gonna try this one more time. Scene change or logic, if else, variable. Damn it. Where did I just find that? That's what it was. Current scene. Okay. Core logic, if else, current scene equals W just chatting. Enable. Running this action immediately. Okay, well, that's annoying. That's gonna just have to be, oh, see, it's running both. Current scene equals, hold on a second. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I have this wrong. Oh my god, I do. That's why it's not working. Okay, come on, get with the program. OBS scene name. Fuck's sake, that was the whole problem the whole time. OBS scene name. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Okay, what am I on? Just chatting? Let's go live. And we'll go to post game. See it flashing for like a split second. I go live again. Yeah, it runs all of them. Why is that? Why is that? Enable? Oh my god, because this shit's on. God damn it. Okay, delete that trigger. Delete that trigger. Okay, this should work now. Fuck's sake, dude. Post game. Perfect. Live. Okay. It would be sick if it would be really cool. I hope the next Streamerbot, because they're doing a big update, it would be really dope if they have if else ands, like if this and this, do this. Okay, so if I go to post game again, perfect. That stays at no. Action queue. It's kind of a lot. I don't know if there's limits and shit. Okay, whatever. If I go to Twitch, just to triple check here, it is not there. If I go back to live, it didn't change this at all, which is good. Perfect. Okay, so now we will go to just chatting, and it pops up immediately, dude. Success. That's exciting. Woo! We got it working. We got it working, boys. We got it working. Oh man, that was fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's the first one we got working, and but it laid the groundwork for all the other ones we want to do in the future. Fucking so stoked. And then meth lab to meth lab, dude.